NorCal, 209 King of Comedy. It's Rick without the K. James presents, in my opinion, podcast.
Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, as well as the notification bell. Thank you for watching. I wanted to ask you two questions. One, not sure if you heard, but Damon Wayans came out saying that he would do a versus against Dave Chappelle, right? And I wanted to know your opinion because I had Damon Wayans Jr. here, and he was talking about it, or I brought it up, and I go, well, what do you think? How do you think it would go? And he kind of told me the format, and I was like, oh, that would be dope. Like I just because I watched the verses like Jada Kiss and
Are you
Jada.
are you asking me is Damon Wayans as funny as
No, because I think you think Damon Wayans is funnier, so I already know that, right?
Damon Wayans?
And Damon Wayans, the whole Wayans family is fucking fire.
Beast.
You know, all of them, all the way down to
a beast.
their seeds and everybody. Like they're just a funny fucking family.
But I'm saying Damon Wayans, like the Buck. I mean, he's a beast. I don't know how that versus thing would work. I don't know. You tell a joke and you sit down, or what do you do?
Well, Damon Wayans Jr. was saying how they would not only do each bit, but they would come out because Damon wrote most of In Living Color shit, so they'd do skit for skit too. So Dave Chappelle would put one of his skits, and then Damon would put one of his skits, and then just like and Junior goes, man, we don't want to see these two old dudes bagging on each other like that. He goes, it'd more just be for them to have fun. And I was like, oh, seeing that the format would be like that, I said that would be dope to see both of them just nothing but love. Because I feel like in comedy sometimes we don't show each other love. You know what I mean? There's always I tell everybody, one, you got to be egotistical just to be on stage, right? And then sometimes, you know, that's why like I'm very thankful that you're here sitting down with me. But I would love to see that for the culture because I think that would bring something to comedy. So and the only reason I was asking you is because, like I said, when I was watching the interview earlier today, and you was like, yeah, well, Damon Wayans, and I was like, shit, he's been doing comedy that long, like, and I was like, it's been a minute then. So I was all where. If you got to see Robin Harris, if you got to see D.L. Hughley before he was on the Fresh Prince, and you know, and that's way back when, you know what I mean? So because I've seen D.L. here, I've seen D.L. Here with George as well, one of my favorite comics.
Yeah, George Lopez. Yeah, George Lopez. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah.
Being from San Diego, but it sounds to me like you're a little bit older. I hear that Nick Cannon is from San Diego.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Are you cool with Nick?
Yeah.
I want to ask this question because, again, I listen to a lot of hip hop and I listen to the feud between him and Eminem. I want to know what your stance would be lyrically, who would win that battle, and boxing, who would win that battle.
Lyrically. You know, shit, Nick can go. Nick can go. I mean, I don't think you guys like his flow, how he flows, and he doesn't have this mysterious. Nick's an open book, so when he raps, it's you guys are like, looking at him. But if you didn't know who he was and these niggas was just rapping, you probably would look at him differently.
So you said there might be a tie? Is that what you're telling me?
I mean, Eminem is dope. He's good, but, I don't think he's that good.
You don't think he's that good?
No.
Does he make a top 20 list?
No.
No?
Fuck no.
Who's your top 5 rappers then? I got to ask that.
I really don't have top 5 rappers because I don't really believe in that because...
Because
they don't have
they
don't have the top 5 rock and roll people. Like you can.
Okay, so who's your top 5 if you're?
I always go by what they added to rap. What did they bring to rap? What did they bring?
Does Rakim go in your?
Rakim's definitely up there because
I put him in mine just because I feel like he changed the rhyme pattern. I feel like if not, then we would still be
But see, you can't say that.
to
No, because there was other people doing others. There's Kumo D. There's LL Cool J.
Big Daddy Kane. I mean,
That's what I'm saying. So it's like they. That's why you can't really. They all flavors. Rakim is one of the coldest. I mean, he's the god. He brought the knowledge to the shit. He brought a lot of stuff. You know, Eric B. as a DJ, because he's the first one to have his name before the MC. Well, Grandmaster Flash, but that's what it used to be. The DJ came first, and then
DJ Jazzy Jeff, and then the Fresh Prince.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
So that was that era. Rakim and Eric B. That's just a staple. It's almost like you can't even judge that. It's just like they gods.
Oh, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like to say, well, he's second. No, it's not even a. It's like you can't put them in a category of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because where does LL go?
I mean,
I think the JayZ's go in a category like that era, because now we're
I think LL to be relevant for this long is kind of,
his music still bumps. They keep talking about they want to put LL with somebody from his era. I'm like, LL music still bumps.
Yeah.
Like it bumps. If you watch the fight last the Terrence Porter fight, he comes out to LL Cool J.
Oh.
I'm bad. And it was banging. So to say that LL can't battle JayZ is stupid in the Verzuz, because you know who will win.
Yeah. I don't know. That would be I think it'd be for the culture, but that'd be an interesting battle. Because JayZ has a lot of commercialized stuff, and of course, so does LL.
JayZ has features, a lot of features. How many people rap on LL songs?
One of the hardest songs is "Who Shot You,"
but he featured on that. But what I mean by that is like, how many features does Too Short have? Too Short, boom, 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 boom. That's him. That's all him. There's nobody else on there. JayZ has a lot of people on his shit.
Yeah. Okay.
So most of his hits, Big Pimp and Pimp C, Big Bun. So a lot of his songs have other people on them.
I could bump like Empire State of Mind, but
who has Alicia Keys on it?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, LL's got J-Lo on one of his hottest. Come on, that was a hot record. But
30 years later.
30 years later.
30 years later.
Okay. I mean, LL was one of my favorite.
She wasn't on Jiggling Baby.
I tell people that commercial that he did with the FUBU hat on for the Gap.
Yeah.
I was like, come on, that was brilliant. Bro.
Yes,
that was he is rapping about FUBU on a Gap commercial. Like there's nobody that did some shit like that. So
bananas.
And they didn't even catch it. They released it and they
don't know.
That shit.
Kids,
if you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, you need to watch that shit.
So that's what I'm saying when you talk about like
my thing on the
put
Verzuz
like this. JayZ had Obama say something for him for the introduction to the rock and roll music. LL had Dr. Dre.
Oh, yeah.
Which one would you really rather have?
If I'm a musician, I want my peers.
You want fucking Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
Boom!
It's like if I ever win any comedy album shit, I'd want my peer to come and bring me up.
You want fucking Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
Bill Cosby.
A Faizon Love.
Yeah.
It won't be George. That's a whole different story, Faizon.
So that's what I'm saying with the rap shit. Too short. E40.
Okay, since you can't give me a top 5 on rap, can you give me a top 5 on comedy? On people that
That's hard too because
again, that's subjective and there's different
it's
styles.
subjective.
And, I just heard the fact that you didn't like Bernie Mac because you thought he was biting off of Robin Harris, and I looked at that and I was like, he's kind of right, but obviously those two, one was from the Midwest, one was from, so they didn't really know each other because circuit wasn't like it is today. Now you can get on YouTube and see.
Yeah, I met
each other's
Bernie
shit.
Mac afterwards, and Robin was our guy, and then after some cussing out and talking, and me and Bernie became a love fest.
And what was his line that he told you?
He said, "You don't have to respect me, but don't disrespect me."
That's been playing in my head all day since I watched that earlier. I was like, that's a dope ass line. I got to tell
Bernie
my
told me
kids,
that.
my sons.
Yeah. So he was always 100, 100. So
do you put Richard as your GOAT?
Richard's definitely up there, but then Bill Cosby's up there too. They're different. See, you guys got to understand, it's almost like martial art. You can't say Kung Fu's the best.
Yeah.
When
it's jujitsu. No,
when you're in a fight, you move around.
It's whatever's gonna whoop his ass.
It's
That's
like
why there's MMA.
You need a combination of everything.
Yeah.
So in order to really be a connoisseur of comedy, you have to listen to all of it.
Oh, definitely.
So if you just stay right here, your pond's only going to be this small. You say, I'm going to listen to this dude. Okay, then you're only going to, people never talk about Lenny Bruce. They never talk about Red Fox. They only talk about the ones, Red Fox was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Flip Wilson. See, because you guys are not studying comedy, you're watching it like a viewer, like somebody in the audience. But when you study comedy, you go, you study. You're a martial artist. You're looking at Bruce Lee looked at everybody like, oh, okay.
I think I put together a list of, because I wanted to talk about that on something else where I was like one-liners when it comes to one-liners. Rodney Dangerfield or Rickles to me was, come on, no better roaster than Rickles busting the president's ass. Nobody was that fearless. Don Rickles fucking, so to look at those dudes and just be like, man, I hope one day I could be 50% as good as them.
But that's what they did.
So,
Don Rickles didn't give a fuck.
Don Rickles was, that
didn't give a fuck. A flying fuck. They got out.
Did you ever get to meet Don?
No. But I performed at Dangerfield's, and Dangerfield seen me perform. I used to got a regular spot there. Seinfeld used to do the 1 o'clock, and I did the 12:45 spot. They give you spots like that
at the Comedy Store. Or?
Dangerfield's.
Oh, Dangerfield's. Okay.
Funny kid. I just joke about Shaka Zulu. I said, you guys may have seen me before. I'm a big TV star. My last movie was Shaka Zulu. I said, I'm the black dude with a spear. And then for some reason, I tell you, kids, funny, Shaka Zulu.
Just that laugh that day.
Yeah, so seasoning, man. The comics now are not getting seasoned. It's like this microwave shit. They figure they want to be famous. It's like when we were coming up, I remember we had to stand in line, and when I moved to New York, we would stand in line, and you would have to pick numbers to go on stage, and that line was what's his name with the guitar? Adam Sandler be in that line. We'd be on that line. He'd be in the line, fucking with his guitar. Then he would go on stage, do his little goofy bits and shit. And before you know it, he's on Saturday Night Live. But Chris Rock. I mean, it's just work. But it was.
You get to see Keenen?
Keenen Wayans?
Yeah.
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 Are you kidding me?
I know he
Wayans,
still does comedy now, but
back then him and Robert Townsend had this bit that was amazing. It was amazingly brilliant, and Robert Townsend would come out like a star, and Keenen would come out like his bodyguard. Like, okay, now y'all be cool, Mr. Townsend is about to do some comedy. Then Robert Townsend would come out. You motherfuckers to laugh now. It was. I'm not doing it justice, but they did it with a straight face, and the shit was brilliant.
Boy, Charlie Murphy, my main man, Rick James. That's the one you think, the comedian Rick James. Get up.
I can't hear my neighbor crying, I can't breathe.
Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, as well as the notification bell. Thank you for watching.